So you don't really have to feed hard, and here's the thing, it's not a toughness thing. It's if I feed hard, right, when I'm holding the idea is a lot of times the focus level moves.
Yeah.
So it's not so much that it's a reaction thing. Boom. See that? That little short one is better because it's forcing the reaction. Bop, 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 boom. Okay, so from right here, and sorry, from right here, it's just, see my pad stays right there. Right, so once again, you know, like this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, and right there. Now, try not to block. What I'm trying to do now, all the weight's sort of right here as it is. The idea is it's a rotation, right?
It's more like a cover seat for
Yeah.
right than a block.
We're not doing a full straight lead, so it's a little bit more subtle to see. I'm not doing this, so it can really easily look like block and hit kind of thing.
Is that a full view style sequel?
It's just a short little pause. I'm covering, you know, because it's close range. Boom, 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 and then pop. But this is here, yeah, to make sure you cover. So let me see somebody do it as a partner. Go. You have Vince. 4, boom. Nice. 4, boom. Good. Now, see, obviously that's really predictable. So the real drill. Well, yeah, there's a rhythm, but he knows which hands. The real drill, you feed either one, but I'm going to get you guys to practice both of them. We'll do that one. Okay, so let's go. So we won't take too long on each one. Let's just get 2 minutes each, and we'll move on. It's just maybe 2.5. So can I grab 3 books? Go. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
Just dropping all the way back. Come back to here and goes to here. Move your head up, as they say. As some people say. That one.
Okay, that's what we're gonna wet. Just do the lead hand. And wait for that.
Hey Jeremy, check if I made it public.
Oh, on Facebook?
Yeah. I think I did.
Is it under you or?
Yeah. Public?
Is that predictability?
Yeah.
Oh,
All
okay.
right, thank you.
Or do I just have to wait?
Oh wait, that's the wrong one.
Is it? It's the first thing that's connected? Oh, it says 3 lights.
I don't know.
Is that him?
Who?
Yeah, it's him because it's the same color. Paul Brown, pretty sure. Somebody's already looking at this one. This is doing that so bad here.
Oh, you got to connect to the remember the new one.
Yes. That was good.
I don't want to steal your. Oh, that's down. Got 20 seconds.
You have less than 20 seconds.
Did it work?
The camera comes
Yeah, right?
I think it just needs to load it. It needs to buffer it, I mean.
Here.
Pete, switch it over.
There we go. Okay.
That was 2 minutes, right?
Sure. At least.
You guys switch it over?
Not deal style. It's more like a real style.
Oh, all right.
Niggle yourself out.
Nice, out of it.
What? Which one's your hand?
Oh, man, that. Forgot about that.
Hey!
It's somewhat better, but I don't want it to get worse.
Hey! Realist, you bade me. Go!
Take it slow. Slap. You want to slap with the shirt. Slap. Like that, right? So, slap with the shirt.
Ah! Broken rhythm!
It's like a little solid for these.
Eat it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know a little German.
You know what?
I know a little German.
Then I'm just here, you slap with the shirt. And I can pick it up. At least I'm here. All right, let's go. That's it, right?
Move around after not over the
Right
camera.
on the camera.
Ah! 30 seconds. Ah! Break the rhythm up, break the rhythm up, look around, and go.
Try to move that. Okay.
Working speed of punches too, guys, not the speed of reaction. And G. Switch it over, sir. Here's what's happening. What's happening? We're gonna do the other side, get proficient at least a little, before we start doing both of them. Just quick. So I'm gonna keep it as 4 punches. That way, it's not easy to predict. If it's 3 punches for the rear hand, then you're gonna still know. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna punch with the other hand. You're just crossing over and hitting. And again, a lot of times you don't need to cross the hand over, but this is one of the JKD positions, for the 4 corners. But the idea is, again, you're hitting first. All JKD intercepting, you're hitting on intention. You can hit on completion, but the idea is to hit as soon as you see them move, as soon as you think about hitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, he's hitting with the rear hand. Now I'm covering here. Simple enough? Just get the feeling down, because then the next one we're going to do either or. They're going to try to confuse you a little bit. But guys, make sure, drills like this that are so repetitious, try to get out of the feeling of it being a drill. You know, this. Right? So I'm moving. Okay, and then just move off the line, bobble weave. I don't know, have some fun. Don't bobble weave into your fellows, bobble weave.
Try the cameraman.
Or camera, crack your coconut.
Slow down, not
Okay,
action, but repetition.
you bet. That means you're ready. Face the front. Go.
This way.
But on this
It's a sick beat.
That's better.
Punch me in the crook of the elbow. You punched me in the crook of the elbow.
That worked.
that wasn't the drill.
The best way to defeat a drill is not to do it at all.
Come on, hit it. There you go.
There we go. Yeah, he's trying to do that.
What is that?
15 seconds.
Hold this ball.
15 seconds! Famous driveway.
Broken rhythm. That was broken.
One more.
Paul, you're on camera. Make it look good, baby.
One more.
Woo, how dynamic. Look at the kicking over there. I love it. Kicking people. You got basically Jeet. Switch it over. Jeet. I say Jeet.
I say G. Cheat.
Yeah, when you go for the intercept, you kind of
Yeah, I'm
throw
cheating.
your body back.
Is that what you say?
Away from you. Also, after you do your 1, 2, 3, 4, this one's dropped.
Sorry, what am I aiming this
And
at?
then when I throw the
Can you
side,
share it under mine?
this.
Yeah, you're an admin on that.
Either way, I'm going to
Yes, and down. That works if you're doing it on purpose.
Share now, friends?
Yeah.
So you just type something real quick.
But I mean, if you're doing an attack by drawing,
JKD.
it's okay. But then you know you're doing an attack by drawing. This way, it's just bad habit.
Thumbs up.
Not punching everybody else on here.
Case number.
Okay, other side doing it? This.
This.
Yeah, go, go, go.
Do it.
This up.
Like, you can. Yeah, don't follow it. That's just really bad here. I'm hooked to his, but.
You're not connected to the whole one.
Yeah, I'm hooked to his.
The one number 2 on it, on the end of it?
He's the only one I ever connected to.
Ah, you gotta go do the other one.
They're breaking your rhythm. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
I guess not. It should have a 2 on it.
Huh?
It should have a 2 on it.
Yeah, you gotta connect to that one.
But if it's not there, I'm still going to put it there on chest.
What?
No, it's the 5. It's the 5G I'm connected to.
Oh yeah, do that.
Oh, I wrote it down.
No, we made it.
Target there.
I'll write it down. It's the new man.
Straight forward.
Lay this hand a little bit.
What if you don't know where
Bury it.
I just saw a reverse. What did I do? He's a JKD.
You still did it sometimes. You know, when he had him on.
Choreography. Is that
Well, keep it back, keep it. Did you keep? Yeah.
I
like it when you
try it. She gets it.
Alright.
30 seconds. Much more subtle. Subtle motion.
What's our side?
Yes.
Your side. Yeah, more this way. Square. That's not JKD. This is pencil. So, bop, 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 bump. Yeah. That's it. Okay. All right. I'll give you 10 more seconds. Why not?
Can you lie about that?
Yeah, with the hand and shot. Switch it back. Okay. You guys know the drill, right?
Yeah. Either side now.
Either or. Yeah.
Either or.
So hopefully it'll be a little bit hard. Right? If it's too easy, that means the drill is kind of pointless. If you can do it easily, then it's kind of. So the idea, boom, 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 boom. I'm going to hit. He's not going to tell me which hand. Boom. I'm just going to hit. Okay. So. Okay. Now this is a reaction drill. Would I ever put myself purposefully right here?
Yes.
It's a drill. It's to work on your speed reaction. So if you're out here and somebody throws wide on you, boom, it's going to be easy to intercept. Right? But the idea is you're working similar to a boxing drill. You ever see the boxers work out? Boom, he does that hook, he does your bottom lead, and you're back in there. It's nice. This is a JKD sort of version of that. Right? This is one Dennis taught at the seminar on the weekend. Twice. Lovely. Yeah. Nice. It was a night session that barely anybody came to, and then he said he was so good at telling. You big? Yes, you touch faces. You guys need water? You good?
Let's go.
I'll get water next week.
Let's
Go.
slow down. Slow down. When I come short, again, with nice rhythm. You okay? Bring some water. Bring some water.
Yeah, that's the main thing. So you gotta think, focus on just
Slow down. Here's the top.
If I can just stand first, I gotta get that in. Hands down a little bit.
There you go.
That sort of thing.
All right.
Divided your mind. Yeah, exactly. I can't think. Sorry. No, it's gotta be ingrained.
Maybe all this RAM is not running.
I know, but it's a good thing.
It's hard to. It's more of a straight mark. Only transfer on this because this will have natural on the side, right? So don't even think about that because keep going. Even when we go, when this happens, boom, right? There's nothing to think about here. It's too easy. The other one, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Guys, as long as you think punch with that lead hand, the other hand just follows the cover.
Yes, sir.
Just always think that, and the other hand should automatically pick this one up.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is, even if you screw up, a lot of times that lead hand will stop because it's the first thing that hits. So let's say we throw this one,
This one, sir?
yeah, but I go wrong. Just the other way. So you're going to be aggressive with the lead hand and screw up with the covering hand. But I think you'll get it. Just make sure that's right.
You missed the hammer principle, and it's something I've never seen before in my life. Sorry, last week.
But think about it. All you do
Think about the straight mark like you said.
Okay.
Well, because we're thinking about the block.
All right.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of goes together, so it should be easy. Give you guys an extra minute on this one. Nice to have that flexibility still.
I was here.
A little easier because I'm taking it away.
CJ was looking at you. When he was talking, he wasn't looking at me. I was the one asking the questions. But when he was responding, he was looking at you.
He was talking to Bruce Lee last night. He had a dream and he said, I was there. I said, well, what did Bruce say about me? Oh, he thought you were great. Wow, it's like looking in a mirror.
Expectations. No expectations.
How you guys doing out there? How you guys doing? How you doing?
What I'm doing is
Sorry, Bob.
Think that
Right? Rob.
Just put the flat pattern.
make sure you're still
If you're gonna do this, at least keep up. We're moving.
Right. Okay, G. Now as you're finally getting it, we're gonna stop. No, you did. You did. Okay, before we start, you guys can grab some water, but come close so you can hear what I'm saying. It's words of wisdom. I mean, you might as well. Let me say something about hand position, right, you guys? Because it might help with, I don't know, it may not help with the drill, but specifically help you as a fighter. We talked about this at the seminar over the weekend in Jersey. A lot of times you see people and their JKD stance is here, their hand is here. Okay. This is, if you're using your hand here, it's sort of like the fencer's foil, and it's for this distance, right? If I'm fighting you, this may be okay, but you have to train yourself to bring the hand up. I personally let my lead hand move around, but I'm always consciously turning to cover my head. I don't like to hold it down here because it's easy to leave it there. Some people are comfortable there, you know? But the idea is, when you get to this range, your hand has to be up, especially if you're ever going to try to do the hammer principle. You can't do the hammer principle if you're down here. And the same thing, you see guys that are trained a little bit with us, and when they get close, they're standing like this, with the hand here. So when you get close, your hands have to be more covered, right? You have to be almost more peekaboo, you know, stance. So here is okay. I mean, it's still perfectly fine up here. This is sort of people moving around outside what Ted Long would call outside the brim of fire, right? Outside the outer edge of the fighting measure. You step on that line, you get close, his hand should come up. So it's already a tendency, guys. I don't see any reason, honestly, to practice with your hand out here because it's already a tendency for people to punch like this. How many people you get get knocked out while they're hitting? Constantly.
Even in the UFC, most of them.
They're going, and a kick will come or a hook will come. I had honestly been saved from being knocked out or being hit hard just because of Dennis's training back in the day of snapping the punch back after everything. I didn't even see stuff coming, it would bounce off my glove. It wasn't like, oh, and I'm putting it up. I would throw something and then I feel, especially wearing headgear where it blocks your peripheral vision, you feel it hit your arm. I'm like, woo, glad my arm is there.
Yes, sir.
So let's practice that as we do the other side of the drill. You bet. Yes, you do. Did everyone get water?
Yep.
Yes, you good? Okay. I'm still
Yeah,
thirsty.
your
I'll
turn.
get some more.
I get to pick the side? Or no, he picks the side.
Punches are individual. Guys, hey, make sure your punches are individual punches. Don't get
Like, I only have to shoot one. No. I might not do that perfect, you know, like this, but this kind of comes.
Okay, you gotta punch him in the face. You know what? Here's a trick. Think about so if I cover here, then I punch there. If you think about covering these punches, the other one I'm going to cover here, so this one becomes easier. But just look for that flat one, that's when you hit it. There you go. And then move after each one, move around. Finish drill.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
When you kick him with his leg, when Vlad is like really nice, his leg is going. Yeah, it's.
Where's the hesitation? I was like, I should have hit it anyway.
Don't do that if you don't have gloves.
Filipino martial arts. Attack the arm. Nice.
Double on that. Devastating.
Stop thinking.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
I got focus.
Yeah.
You got 10 seconds. Okay, cheat. Good, switch it back. You can just have one focus. You have one focus glove if you would like.
One focus locus.
Just one?
One, yeah, one's fine for this one. Okay, you cannot overestimate the usefulness of a combined jab or a lead straight. Lead straight in combination. Right? Honestly, I see JKD as resets sometimes, and then they may hit one. And if there's a combination, it's going to slow the follow. The idea of the rapid fire straight lead is important because we have power on that thing. It's not just a jab, right? We're not just probing. We're not just setting another one up. You can use it that way, but that's not really its main function. The idea is when you hit with the straight lead, you should be able to hit with the second one right afterwards. So the hardest thing to do is positive, positive. Even harder, positive, positive, positive. Right? More effective is when you start adding the broken rhythm. But if you can get the three positives first, it's the hardest thing because you have to stay relaxed. What ends up happening is this kind of thing, you're flexing, trying to push the pad away from you. So try to think of the hip doing all the work, okay? Use the body. Bring it back. Now, obviously, the three in a row, somebody's hand will probably come up. This is just to work the technique. Then, if you can still do positive, positive, positive in a fight or sparring, you would just change the angle or the direction. So starting out, 60 seconds, positive, positive, positive.
Same position C4, or we will slightly move on after that.
No, you can take, I mean, if he moves back,
If he moves back.
but he shouldn't move back.
Yes, sir.
The feet are just kind of moving back, take a step. But the idea is, I'm just having you use the hip and the heaviness of your arm. Try to relax the bicep. The only time it's used is to bring it back. 1, 2, 3. You know, I'm not even doing the full straight lead. This is for this particular range. Okay, it's like a jab, but it's got heavy power to it.
That's it.
Okay, here we go.
60 seconds.
Hold them around here.
Go! Go! Let's 60 seconds, guys, on the clock. Let's go!
Boom, bam, boom. But not real.
Tick tock.
More like boom, boom, boom. Like people every time.
Clock's running away.
Bring it back.
45 seconds.
Don't get away from me. Take this. Yes.
Piston.
Bend more bend.
30 seconds. Yeah.
One shoulder, one JKD. Yes, yes, just like that.
Back to your chin. Down. Straight.
Relax it, let the hip throw it. Only flexion is at the very end of it. Only flexion at first one is at the very end. So this is all relaxed. Okay? Yes. Good. Good.
Yeah.
So this isn't flex until right there. This should be kind of a heavy hit, right?
Throw the first one. Remember.
How'd the camp go?
With your punch.
Yes.
Oh, it went
camp
well. It was great. Some people only paid for the first day.
Like that.
So by the time I got there on Sunday, though, more people had signed up. So we had a solid 60, I think, at the time when I taught. And honestly, it worked out fine. The first day left because it would have been crowded. But when I was teaching, it was magic, you know?
What'd you teach?
I taught the science of sparring, not only for a beginner, but in a way that instructors could take what we do and apply it very easily using JKD, a format that people could use. And, you know, there was fun had by all, I think.
Not me though.
Not you, because you were hiding in the hotel. Coach down the bar there.
Hit it hard. Shouldn't I tell you to hit it hard?
Ahora no possum. Pasar no possum.
Yeah, I think so. Switch it back. Single glove.
That's right.
Oh,
Bless you. You're blessed.
Who's got a hand? Who's got a hand? You got a hand? Okay. Okay, right there, nice and flat. How's the rest? Okay. Now, I'm actually going to have you guys do something a little bit, maybe a little weird. No weirder than anything you guys are used to.
we're doing what we're doing now.
Positive. I'm not going to have him hold low. I'm going to have you just punch low, guys.
We're doing it wrong.
No, we're going high, low, high, but instead of trying to get the pad down there and get up there, because I want you to do full, just snap it off the arms.
We didn't switch seafood. Just saying.
Switch sides. We didn't switch sides.
Do it after.
Is that okay if we just do this one before we switch? So, we're go here, boom, boom, boom. Okay? Then when we're done with this, and we'll switch back and have you guys do both of them. I don't want your biceps to get rested. Because people are flexing when they punch. I want them to be tired enough to let your arm relax. So, the hardest part of that one is to hit on center with your last one. Okay, so I'm hitting low, I'm extending it all the way with a ping choi basically, or a downward straight lead. So I'm getting my hip into it.
So it's really a feint, right?
No, it's a fully extended punch.
Fully extended
punch. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alright, so we're still doing the first one.
What? We're still doing. Oh, it's the same person.
Yes,
Of course.
but
Was that streaming
That's kind of.
60 seconds. She said she sees it.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
45 seconds left.
Boom, everything moves.
Keep going.
Let's talk about it. We'll talk about it another time.
Coming out here.
Thanks, Jenny.
What?
Thank you, Jennifer.
What?
Jennifer's the one that works in our technical closet with me, Chris. Cease! Switch it over.
Thank you, Chief.
Now your biceptuals are nice and relaxed, aren't they? Okay, first drill. High, high, high. Sober up. You should have got that. High, high, high. Positive, positive.
Positive.
Are you sure?
Only high, high, high.
High, high, high. The first one, yeah. We haven't done
Okay, go.
Sides, right?
Yo, we did.
Go.
Yes, what he said.
I'm sorry. I'm
Now
sorry.
we gotta do number
Go.
2.
Nobody else switched over.
They didn't?
No, that's right. Now we're switching.
And
I know,
alternate
I
between
told
the
them
high,
I
low,
should, I
high.
thought I was crazy. This is
Alternate between that and the high, low, high.
Oh, okay.
Because you got to do it anyway.
So do double?
Yes.
See you, Mike. I will do double.
Yeah, bedroom and everything. Watch it back on the video.
Same thing, yeah. Perfect technique. Forget about it.
30 seconds.
Extend more on the first. I want you to reach me. There. The first one you reach me. Yes. Stay. One shot. Boom. Yes. Yes.
You're not committing to it.
What?
The low punch, you're not committing to it.
Telegram.
Jeet!
You know what?
You're not committing to it.
Okay, we're going to do the other drill now.
You were told.
To commit.
You guys
Positive
switched
on
over.
fire.
I said switch over. So it was.
You weren't paying attention.
It's harder than nothing.
Nobody else was paying attention. Okay. You guys got the next drill, right? You ready to go? High, low, high, positive, positive, positive. Are you ready?
Positive, positive, positive.
Come on, hot shot. Let's do it.
You bait. Go.
Challenge. More hit.
It's hard though once you don't hit center. I was doing what you're holding. There you go. Use the hip sync.
And then the other one, I'm going to bring it back.
Did you rip it out, right? You're getting more power.
Stand back. Keep choice.
Punch him in the hip.
Sliding, right?
That's much gas.
Garbage.
You hit with your fingertips as well.
What?
You hit with your fingertips.
I know.
Yeah, when the
So
aim
you
is up.
said.
When the aim is up, it's
Not against that one. I know it's hard. Not against the I know it's hard to see. Yes. Very good. It's very good.
The more the elbow is out though, the less power you have. So if you can do your elbow in this way, and you're here, right, so boom, boom, here, and if you still want to come off of the hip, right? It's like boom, boom, boom. This is about as we can, but you know what I'm saying. Boom, boom, boom. So it's like that same thing. You see how my hand is. So when you here, you have less body behind it. It's just tricep and pec. Right, and over here, boom. Same here. So here, boom, sink. The hips behind it. It seems weird, but it lines up. You know, the power. It's like a power triangle. It's weird. Try it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful though, because right inside there, that's it's like you'll get an extra like 40% power if you start doing that field. Just to build it. Gee! I was just about to get hard.
Just about to. What are we doing?
It's hard to do
Got 30 seconds.
Thank you.
And then what?
And then I'm only like,
You guys can hold the pad this way or this way as long as you give them enough reaction, but you need to make sure you support it so that the pad doesn't fly back. That's how they're going to hurt the elbow. Okay. So hold this in a way that gives me support, but I don't have to chase the pad, right? So I'm going to give 3 straight punches. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? And those are they're pretty heavy punches. I'm not trying to punch that hard, but you can feel that my weight's into it and all that. So it would hurt. It would hurt somebody. The idea, though, is I want to punch this, and we're going to break the rhythm now. Again, working on speed doesn't mean you have to lose power. This month we're working a lot of speed drills for hand speed. We'll work on kicking speed as well. But the idea is for this now, so a lot of speed, like we talked about before, comes from broken rhythm. So hand speed partially, yeah, we're training the arms to be fast. You know, you're trying to speed up, but then what do people do? They lose power. Wow, how many times I hit you? You guys like, did you hit me? I thought you were scratching my back. So the idea now is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. That was negative, or negative, more negative than the other one. Negative, positive, positive, right? Make sure you're not doing this. Oh, look at this. It's boom, here, and then here. Then you can go, right? So, positive, negative, positive. Those are the 2. Positive, negative, positive. Negative, positive, positive, right? Yeah. Those are the 2? Okay. Those are the 2.
and of course it can never be negative, positive, negative.
Yeah, you don't want to end on negative.
You don't want to finish with negative ever.
You have to do another one.
Now Nico's confusing me.
What?
Negative, negative,
Yeah, I
negative.
got to
Still on?
Right. Negative would be negative positive.
I'll be okay in the box. Yeah, I'll be fine.
The hand up.
So the second one is.
These are all high. These are all high. These are all high. Positive, negative, positive.
Oh, we're not doing the other. Okay.
For now.
Okay.
There you go. Back down. And then, there you go. Positive. I like
Right, negative positive.
4 negatives and a positive.
So I gotta work myself. Because I had it from last week, and I've been opening up again.
4 negatives and a
And
positive.
I like punching.
4 negatives.
I didn't say that. So distinguish the difference between negative and positive.
Nice technique. I believe it.
So those are all negatives?
See now?
How well do the guys here follow direction?
Oh man, you couldn't imagine a better group.
Anesthesiology and
I mean, when you switch over 6 times and they're still doing the first drill. That's lovely stuff.
Yeah, this
Alex has an excuse though.
Why?
I'm always talking into his bag. Get the rear foot out more. See more joint, make it harder to slip back here. Get into your leg, dig this toe. Really get that toe back in. It actually puts more weight in the rear leg. It's actually good 50-50, but then when you raise the heel, find out a little bit more in the rear. Let's see it, guys.
that was a definite.
The negative, positive, positive.
But it was powerful.
But there was so much power, you didn't need
You
to
don't want to be covered.
That's my favorite one. I'm so good, I don't need to keep my hands up. Even Bruce Lee kept his hands up.
Yeah, Bruce Lee kept his arms down.
Oh, he took it down. I saw this a lot.
Positive, positive.
Oh, yeah, I saw
It
that
came out like
down.
that. It came out like that. It was no negative. So the first has to be boom.
So it makes it fast so you can look. See, I'm going. Do this.
No, negative there.
No, I never saw him do like
That's
this.
it.
Negative, positive.
Yeah, maybe that kind we used to reach, right? The negative. So
Yeah,
maybe
if you just want to jump, you just touch it and whatever. You can sell it. You change the angle and put somewhere. Glove or something. Like if you go
There you go.
and
Boom, boom, boom.
like here, I might throw this way.
Boom, boom, boom.
You cover, right? Just boom, and it's right over top of the
Boom,
glove.
boom.
And then there's your second.
the second one is a cross, right?
Yeah, it was.
Last on this one.
Boom.
Boom,
Yes,
boom.
of course you change angles and all that. It's just the rough part of it. See, I like you how you're using the ground.
Last.
That makes
Still
the
hitting
punch
those two
nice. You see that?
parts.
I didn't catch it.
Watch out, you're going to get to the ground when it comes to it. Pretty soon, one day that boy will hit like me.
I hope so. That's not from here.
And you got 5 seconds. Kiddos.
A guy emailed wanting to know if we were ever going to do a video on the Bruce Lee fighting method material. You know what I'm talking about? The 3 books or whatever? That's what he wanted to know. Probably not.
We just kidding. If we were to do something
You know that
fighting
famous,
method, which we're not, this is what it would look like.
the famous video of C. Joe. He's doing like hitting his bag. Everybody criticized, no, look,
His hands are done. He's just practicing the boxer's thrust. He's just doing good. He's just throwing his hands.
keep on his hands, yeah.
It's a workout. Okay.
I wish we had more footage.
Yeah.
We have Hammer and Tackett Hughes, Santo, all of those guys.
Where'd you get that shirt, Paul? eBay. eBay?
Get mine.
eBay.
He said eBay. Get mine.
Drink.
Are we gonna go past chicken time?
2013. End of 2013.
So you kept going so almost till the end.
Almost like 2012 we started kind of creating it, right? When Bob's kind of stopped showing up. Like 2012.
His memorial was 2012.
2013.
Sure.
Because we went to Sicily in November 2013. We did his memorial at the beginning of that year. So I think we're like,
Staples say.
stable until fall.
The other thing is,
Go.
There's nothing to prove here.
Okay, you guys ready? Switch it over, right?
Amazon. Amazon.
You bang, go. Your fingers go higher up, you're probably better. I feel better. Oh, maybe not, I don't know. Talk about the negative, guys. So, guys, look, the negative, real quick. The negative should make the second one really fast.
Yes.
If it shouldn't look like 2 positives, right? Even like just not as hard. Right? That's not the idea. The idea is, you see it? So listen to the rhythm. I'm not hitting. I'm still doing negative. So negative. Not to, okay. As opposed to. Yes. So. Or. You see? It's there. It's just touching. And this is making you work your core. That's one of the reasons we do this drill so much. Now, right? But here, touch, and then to get the power, you still have to come all the way back around. Using the legs. Go!
Nope.
45 seconds.
You weren't.
It's time to keep the second negative if the first one is positive. Because you'll come, boom! It's hard to.
Just think of it as a half. Like, you're in traffic. So, I want.
Ba-dum-bum. Yeah, ba-dum-bum.
Boom, right.
Positive.
Boom. The idea is you just give me a
That's it.
don't move it at all with the second one. Lighter.
Lighter, yeah.
Oh. Yes, there's an egg on there. Don't break the second one. There you go. Just like the last two should go like this.
Get up and go. Maybe I didn't delay from the first.
No, the second one is the only thing. The only reason for negative is to have the range for the second. The following. Just do negative, positive. Negative, then positive. Negative with your hand. Just start with your hand.
Negative here.
Negative, then positive. Yeah. Now faster. Go. Which means you don't have to completely extend it. It goes. And then this is already on its way.
Go bam.
And G.
Go bam.
Both sides did this? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
One big.
Okay. How you guys legs doing? Doesn't matter. Okay.
Oh, goody. Thought I'd ask.
Try not to get a long time. And we've got time for it, and we'll get back into the speed. We'll get back into the kicking speed. But I want to work on some intercepting stuff just because I've forgotten recently to teach it. I want to make sure we do and get some record. Okay, so we have a guy in match lead, right? Here he is. He wants to kick me with his lead leg. Boom, I can leg obstruction. I can leg lift, right, which is a leg obstruction. I can go full leg obstruction, maybe. Right, come down. Now, if he does a rear leg kick, this is where a lot of people have problems. They go, well, which one do I go? Towards the lead leg or do the rear leg? Well, he still got over my foot, didn't he? Kicked me in the ankle. Didn't, you know. Or maybe I'm going here, I might check there. So what I had done in my now I'm not saying I'm the only artist, the only person in the world, but I haven't seen a lot of guys in JKD do this unless they had Filipino or some of these other arts. Personally, I just did it naturally out of sparring. Is I would start kicking to the hip here or to the stomach. Boom. Now, as opposed to doing a straight kick where you get kicked in the leg, I was doing boom, this kick here, where you hit the hip, or you hit the leg this way. So it seems to work better than turning your foot here. Okay. So if he throws the rear leg kick, I'm going this way. Okay, so back up. He's gonna throw the rear leg kick. Okay. And that's just this way because it's crossing the line of an area that's just more structurally sound for this foot. Now I know I'm not saying throw away the leg obstruction, but if you are in range for a rear leg kick and he steps off the line, a lot of times you can intercept with your hands. You know, we've worked on that before. But the idea is a lot of times people trail and try to follow the lead leg and you just get kicked. So in fact I taught that for years, just kick the lead leg because I could do it. I got long legs. So I'm moving around and goes to a kick. Boom, you catch that. You okay?
Yeah.
Just ripping all the hair off his leg.
It's all that sweat.
Okay. So do that. So what you're going to do is catch him right across the quad. So if I do now, I'm not going to throw the kick at you because he's notorious for kicking people in the balls. So here, you throw. You don't have a ring. Okay. Throw the hook kick at him.